The Distinguished Alumna Award is presented to those who have made significant contributions to their profession or community for a long time and thus reflected favorably upon the College of Charleston. Let's meet this year's recipient.
My name is Michelle Asha Cooper, and I'm the president of the Institute for Higher Education Policy in Washington, D.C. Well, we look at the big issues such as college affordability, college access, things related to college remediation, many of the issues that are barriers for students who want to get into college. We are informing policy leaders about changes that can be made to reform the system that can make it better for all students. The cool part of my job is probably also the most stressful part of my job, all wrapped up in one. And that's the travel opportunity. So I get to travel to amazing places that when I was growing up in Charleston, South Carolina, only were available to me via the Encyclopedia Britannica. I've been to Kazakhstan. My mother went with me to China, been to Russia, recently came back from Ireland. And when I go, not only am I there, soaking up the atmosphere, but I'm talking to high-level officials in these countries about education in the U.S. I'm learning about education in their country, and I'm sitting alongside of them as they're trying to figure out how to make opportunity better, not just in their own context, but around the world. So that's exciting, but it's also stressful because you want to get it right. I was drawn to English because I love to read. I felt like I would learn so much about people and history and cultures through reading. And then I became a better writer. And as I became a stronger writer, I became very analytical in my thinking. I had a stronger ability to be persuasive, to help shape and form an idea. And as I think about that now in terms of what I do, so much of my job is about speaking, it's about writing, it's about working with people to shape and inform an idea and to take action on it. So I really think that the liberal arts provided me a strong foundation in learning that has been transferable to just about every job that I've had since college. I think like most students starting college, I probably was looking for a way to make sure that I was able to earn a degree that would provide me with a good income, that my family would be proud to say I was a part of their family and had gone to college and done something well. Now I can say I've done both of those things, but I'm also making a difference in the world because I have just opened myself to opportunities, and I think College of Charleston helped to plant some of those seeds that really helped me show that that was a possibility.
President McConnell and I are honored to present to a special person and a credit to our alma mater, Michelle Asha Cooper.
Good evening. I want to say that I am deeply honored and very grateful for this recognition. I am very much so like all of the others who've come up here wondering, what did I do so wonderful to be considered the distinguished alumna? And I won't question the judgment of the committee, but I will accept the honor. Tonight I want to acknowledge several people who really have been instrumental in me getting to this place. I want to begin with my family. I'm joined tonight by several members of my family, but I want to give special recognition to my mother, Yvonne Cooper, my brother, Chester Cooper, my sister-in-law, Andrea Cooper, and my niece, Alden Ashley Cooper. Very Charleston name, right? Ashley Cooper. And I also have a very special aunt who's here, Barbara Birds. And I have lots of friends and family who showed up who I did not even expect to be here. And I was actually going to call all of them by name, but there's now 2.5 tables of them, including my two really cute godkids, Jared and Lauren over here. So I'm just going to ask for them to stand because they are really important, and I'm so glad to have all of them here. Even my elementary school teacher is here, so it's just delightful. It's really delightful. I also ask that you indulge me for a moment as I acknowledge some folks who are not here. Actually, they're no longer here, but they have made tremendous sacrifices that have paved the way for me to stand here tonight. First, there is my father, Chester Cooper Sr., a man who believed in education and in civil rights. Then there are my grandparents. Both of my grandfathers were drivers. One was a truck driver who delivered groceries and delivered food to groceries and restaurants from Charleston County to Williamsburg County. The other was a chauffeur for a family that lived on South Battery and owned several funeral homes. And then there are my grandmothers. One worked as a cook for Robinson's Cafeteria, and another who was a housekeeper for a family of Broad Street lawyers. And although this particular grandmother had dropped out of school at a very early age, she dropped out in the 4th grade, she really did understand the value of an education. So as she cooked and as she cleaned, she also dreamed. And she made plans for generations of her family to be well educated. So as I stand here tonight, I must stop to acknowledge this path that my parents and my grandparents laid for me. A path that was laid for me right here in this city of Charleston, because see, my roots run really deep through the streets of Charleston. And my grandparents in particular had big dreams for their family. But I don't think any of them ever thought that one day they would have a granddaughter who would be able to enter the front door of an establishment such as this and be recognized for her achievements. So I stand and I honor them. I am proof that a quality education can improve the life of an individual, it can transform a community, and it can change the world. And ultimately, that is what I seek to do with my College of Charleston education. I am really trying to change the world. I really am trying to change the world. So thank you, College of Charleston. Thank you. There are so many people at this institution who have poured their goodness into me. I remember the faces, but not so much the names. Folks who worked in the cafeteria, in the library, campus security, people who were always ready to offer a word of encouragement and a kind, supporting gesture. I wish I could thank them all personally. I also want to thank the faculty and staff of this institution, especially the faculty of the English department. See, as an English major, I was taught, sure, how to read and how to write and all of those good things, but they taught me to seek out the facts, to look for supporting evidence for my arguments, to think critically, and to be able to view an argument from multiple sides. And so I thank the English department and my liberal arts degree for making me stronger in that regard. I also want to thank Dr. Nan Morrison. I think if you were an English major or went to college here at a point in time, you probably encountered Dr. Morrison, so you know that she had very, very high standards for her students, and I am certainly glad that she was the person she was because it helped me be stronger. So thank her. And of course, I want to thank my friends at the Alumni Association. You know, I met Tony Myers and Karen Jones even before I graduated. And since then, I have had the pleasure of working so closely with them and so many others through the affiliation with the Alumni Board, including the next honoree, Chuck Baker. So thank you, the Alumni Association. And lastly, I must thank Mr. William Totten, who is the president of MyTech Incorporated. He's actually here with us this evening as well. Mr. Totten is very important to me because he and MyTech paid for my education here at the College of Charleston. They paid for all of it, all of it. Thank you, Bill Totten. Thank you, thank you, thank you. His generosity was certainly the game changer for me. See, you can have a good family and you can have good friends, and that will take you pretty far. You can go to a great college and get a great quality education, and that will take you even further. But we all live in America, and if you live in America, I know you know that money matters. And because money does matter, without Mr. Tartan's generosity, I am pretty confident that I would not have attended the College of Charleston. I would have gone to college, I just wouldn't have come here. So thank you so very much. It is because of Mr. Tartan and my family that I value education and I understand the importance of money, particularly scholarships and financial aid, and helping to make so many students' dream of a college education come true. I truly believe that finances should not be an obstacle for people in their pursuit of a college education, and that is one of the main reasons I get up every morning and I go to work. I go to work and I fight for students everywhere. I fight for low-income students. I fight for working-class students. I fight for minority students. I fight for adults who have lost their jobs and now find a need to come back to college to get retrained. I fight for them. I even fight for undocumented students because I learned right here at the College of Charleston the importance of democracy, diversity, and basic human decency. And to me, all of those are things worth fighting for. So as I accept this award tonight for the accomplishments that I have already achieved, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am delighted to be honored and to be recognized for the things that I've already accomplished, but I have to be honest and tell you all tonight that my work is not yet done. In fact, I am just getting started. The best is yet to come. Thank you.